It is disgusting the way the state-run media demonizes Rand Paul and Cruz. These guys are out there fighting for our liberties, and we need to stand behind them, as you mentioned earlier.
I agree, and I'm not bashing Kurt Nimmo, who wrote an article about it yesterday, because I respect Kurt and he's a smart guy, but he just declaratively thinks that their double agents are going to stab us in the back, and I just don't think there's enough evidence of that, especially with Rand Paul, that I've known for 17, 18 years. You know, interviewing him and stuff for his dad when his dad was running for Congress. I'm probably one of the first people to ever interview Rand Paul. And I just know he's for real. Now, they may compromise him, especially, you know how a lot of people get compromised? They try to do the right thing, and then people don't back them. And then they go, well, if you're not going to help me, then okay, I will join Darth Vader. You know, and so that's what I'm saying. And I almost thought about getting Kurt in today because he wrote an article about it yesterday. I thought it was a pretty good article overall, except I don't think you can. I think you could say we need to watch out, hold their feet to the fire, make sure they're good. But regardless, let's say they weren't even good or perfect. Who is? The idea of that, of a libertarian movement taking over the Republican Party, has the Republican leadership scared to death. And Kurt wrote the article saying that's what I really disagree with in the article, and Kurt can come in here later if he wants to debate it with me, is that what I really disagree with is saying that when Karl Rove and the Republican leadership and John McCain go after them, that that's some type of foil because they're really double agents. No, they hate them, and they don't want them taking over the Republican Party. I mean, I know the highest levels of Democratic connections, Republican connections. These people hate each other, folks. They're all battling for control. Different Democratic groups hate the Clintons. The Clintons are still at the top of the heap because they've got all the blackmail info. I'm telling you, Rand Paul is good, Ted Cruz is good, and we need to make them continue to be good. We would have gotten our guns restricted and probably a civil war if it wasn't for them in the Senate. I mean, we ought to literally be very thankful. But regardless, we can take the idea of those guys and prototype that to have everybody run at the state level and take the country back. I'm sorry, I'm ranting. Go ahead.
Here's the way I feel. With MSNBC and the way they demonized you, that you had ties to the Boston bombings, it just made me sick. Okay, I was just like...
Yeah, but some logic would say that means I'm bad because they're really trying to promote me. No, they're trying to destroy me. They don't have private detectives digging around in my life because they want to give me kisses. I mean, you know, again, I've had the experience of being famous, being well-known, knowing I'm totally real, and people just not believing that anyone can be real. And that's a problem with the corruption. You got a bunch of things going on here. But on one end of it, things are so corrupt, and Obama is pimping people publicly so bad and abusing them. We see sheep-like followers that blindly follow, so then we don't believe anybody could be good. And see, then that's the other extreme of then trusting nothing and just pulling out of everything instead of taking over. See, I know history. I know we can take over and restore things. And there's going to be problems. The same corruption's going to pop right back up again. It's an eternal fight. Just like sucking air into your lungs, just like raising kids, just like getting out of bed. Life is about your eyes going bad and your back going out and still getting up and still living, and the kids doing the dog crapping on the floor and going to the grocery store and going and helping your family and going to old family members when they die and burying them. It's all about a struggle.